Today we're going to be working on a project to blow the sprinklers out, all right? And based on that, so like I was saying, based on that, I have a manifold in my basement. And what I do is I hook up an air hose to one of the ports on that back, what do you call it, back pressure, backflow preventer. This is my backflow preventer. And once that hose is hooked up, I open up the port. You can see those little screws. It's like a halfway valve. You're going to see me here. That's sideways right now. I'm going to turn it to be to the top. And that's going to open that up so that air is going to be able to flow through the system and push the water out outside. All right, so let's go see what we can get hooked up and get started. So we got the valve open, and we're pushing water through the left side of the driveway. And as you can see right here, they're blowing out. Now I showed you what the ratio looked like, the screen, and I'm not going to repeat that for each zone, but we're just going to wait till these stop popping air, and then we're going to go on to the next one, so on and so forth. But that's a fairly easy process. I could hire somebody to come out here and do that, but you saw how easy it was for me to hook this up. And with the ratio, I can stand outside and just turn the zones on and off, and I can watch the water drain. Now the key to this is, what I've done is I've shut the water off in the house. Okay, that's the key. Going outside, that water is terminated, so it can't go outside. It's just a matter of waiting for these to stop blowing air now. There they go down there. So that's done, that's done. They've popped down, so this zone is finished. Let's get set up with the next one. Oh, we just did the front of the house. That was so fast. The problem with the front of the house is at a high point, so when the sprinklers run, they kind of self-drain. And you can see the low point over here, the last head on the zone, which is lower than the other ones, is actually flushing the water out of the line. So all we have to do is wait for that to stop. Once the air comes through there, we know that whole zone is flushed. And there it goes down. And that's the end of zone 2 in my case. Now we've energized the front side of the road. And we'll just wait for them to send water through, the air pressure to send the water through. This is my lower landscape heads. Oops, getting wet. So blowing these out. The lower landscape heads are all risers, they're tall. That one up there I have to fix next year, it's a little bent over. You just run these until they're all blowing air, and then once they're blowing air, you know you've flushed out the line. I see that one up there's kind of got air coming out of it, it's wiggling around. This one here will be next. And then the lower one. See, that one's going now. It's sputtering. And this one's Doesn't have much juice left in it now. It's kind of petering out. But it's important to keep pushing the water out until you start getting air sizzling through there. I'm surprised how much water is actually in the line. It's kind of funny, these all work flawlessly all summer long. And then in the fall, we shut them down and turn off the control unit and get it ready for next year. Surprised that's still coming out of there. There can't be much left. That's it. I've still got a little bit left in it. I had to restart the timer on it. Come on. There we go. It took a while to flush out. I was surprised. And that's good enough. On to the next one. This is my upper landscape. These three heads here have already cleaned themselves out. Now we'll move on down here. That's bubbling. I don't know if that actually needs to be repaired or what. Huh. I don't know. But we'll let that bubble out and we'll find out next year. We're doing this other zone here, but there's really not enough water now because it's at a low spot. It's probably already drained after it ran to actually push the heads up. So we're going to mark this one as done and we'll go on to the next. Oh no, there's one over there popping. Yeah. So I got them over there. See them? And one there. I didn't even notice. We got to wait for those to finish. This is the last one that's running on this zone. Where'd you go? Nope, it's done. Went down. So this zone is done. Not much water left in these lines here for sure. But we're getting it out of there. There you go. That's it for here. Well, I noticed one thing, and I'm glad I found it, and that is I did not have the pressure turned up enough on my sprinkler system, on the compressor. It was set to 120, but the output was only 40 psi, and that obviously wasn't enough to push the water out. So I brought it up to 100 psi on the output side, and now I'm going to have to go back and redo every zone again because water's coming out like crazy now. So there's a little mistake I made. It could have been very costly in the spring. But I don't know if you have any of the rotator heads, but they're pretty nice. They do a nice job of coverage. I'm just waiting for this to dry here, and we're going to go start at the beginning and do them all over again and see how much different it is. Just got to let that stop blowing air, and we're done. And they're starting. That could have been a catastrophe in the spring. It would have been costing me thousands of dollars to redo everything. I was kind of suspect why things weren't pushing a lot of water like I'm used to seeing. That was the output pressure on the compressor was set too low. I don't know why I did that, but I did that at some point. And that's done. This is the right side driveway, which I already did on low pressure. And obviously there was a lot more water in that line that 40 psi could not blow out. So now this one is actually finishing up. All right, so now that we're all done, I want to show you what happened and why I had to do it twice. This is my air pressure gauge right here. And now it's lower, but it was set to 110 psi. Right, that's the pressure in the tank. The outlet pressure, or the hose pressure over here, was only set to like 35 or 40. And that's why it wasn't pushing out enough water. But I just turned this knob up, and I set it to 120, and now it's going down because it shut off. And then I went and redid all the zones again, and it was a world of difference. It really made a big difference. Yes, I play the drums. This is one of my retirement drum sets, probably the last drum set I'll ever own. But that's enough about that. We were talking about sprinklers. Thanks for watching, and have a blessed winter.